All right, guys, last in the series of the videos, this will be our Photoshop review, okay? There will be a number of multiple choice questions and short answer questions on Photoshop, okay? I'm not actually going to have you do a Photoshop document, but you will have to know the elements of Photoshop, okay? So we've got a blank Photoshop screen up here, okay? You would need to know certain things like the different types of tools, all right? And how to get your layers up and how to create new layers, all right? So let's start with the basics, okay? Imagine I've got this blank, I've got this blank Adobe Photoshop screen up here, okay? What would I do? I might ask you on the test, what would I do if I wanted to start a new blank document where we have the white space there, okay? So if I wanted a new blank document to create in Photoshop, I would go here, File, New, Blank File, okay? And from here, I can name it. Let's call this Exam Review. Okay, and don't forget, I can select the width and the height, and it can be pixels, inches, centimeters, millimeters. In our class, we were working with pixels and inches, okay? And if I want to make sure that it's in color, got to make sure that it's RGB colors. A couple of you guys had some problems with that. Very few of you, but yeah. My resolution, okay, I can set it to whatever I want. Usually for our class, for our purposes, resolution was about 200, okay? Now, I might ask you, hey, how do I change something like this? I want it to be bigger, okay? It's much too small to work on, okay? So I have to click on my zoom tool up here. If I click on that, down here my properties, I get a bunch of different options. Let's do the fill screen, okay? And that will fill the screen so I can actually work on it, okay? Another big thing we were working with were layers, okay? Layers are essential. We spent a lot of time, almost every class, working on layers. So I might ask you something on the test like, hey, I want to see layers on my right-hand side of my work screen here. What would I do? Well, I click on layers and I can see my different layers here. If I wanted to create a new layer, okay, I would click on this icon here that says create a new layer, all right? So let's go through all the different tools then that we have to use, okay? Because you'll need to know the different tools that we have in Photoshop, okay? For example, all right, this big white space, that is my canvas, okay? The big white thing that you see here is my canvas, okay? Once again, we've got our zoom tool, which we used a lot. Okay, if I want to make my zoom tool bigger, or if I want to make my canvas bigger, I can go down here. I can make it bigger or smaller, okay? This, of course, is my hand tool. This will move my canvas around so I can work on different parts of my Photoshop project. Okay, this is the quick selection tool, okay? I'll go back to that a little bit, but we use that to color parts of our Photoshop assignments, okay? This, of course, is my healing brush, okay? We use that to get rid of wrinkles. We didn't use it, I don't think used it much for the last assignment, but we learned about the healing brush, okay? What other? We learned, of course, about the brush tool, the eraser tool, the paint bucket tool, which will change the color of the background. Okay, so I'll just do that right now. So let's see, I've got a blue color. That's great. Let's make it as kind of a black color. Okay, so if I want to make that a black color, I click on my paint bucket tool, and then I click on my canvas, and it will change the color. Okay. This, of course, is my shapes tool. If I want to put in different shapes, I click on that, and I've got different shapes here that I could choose. And then, of course, my old friend, the text tool. Okay, I use that to write text in my document. I'm just going to change the color of that. Yep, so, and this is how we write. Oops, sorry. Just select that one first. This is how we write. Oh. Let's go back to that. Okay, I got to click on that. This is how we create. Oop. Sorry, I've got to select another color because I can't see it. Okay, that looks good. Okay, my size is huge for that. Let's try to make it smaller. Okay. Oh, the problem is I've got, yeah, I've expanded my document so you can't, the pixels are too, I've created a giant T, but you can't really see it because the size of it was too big. But yeah, just know that that's the text tool right there, and that's how we use it, of course. And that's our pencil tool if I want to draw something on my document, on my, move the layer up. Okay, that will draw. Oops. I can draw stuff with my pencil tool. Same with my brush tool. Oop, once again, my brush tool is quite huge for this. But yeah, just know the tools, the different types of tools. Okay. I think that's all you need to know then for all of that stuff. Okay, good luck on the exam, guys.